I'm at my breaking point, bro. I'm at my breaking point. And it's not even just the whole 9 to 5 aspect. It's just that it's so mind boggling to me, and I know I spoke about it before, but the fact that everybody is just on board with like how we live life, and that's every way. I know I spoke about the 9 to 5, but it's not just that, bro. It's just the daily mundane shit that we do every day. You get what I'm saying? Like simple things like going to work, going to the grocery store, like having to find an apartment, you know, going to college. It's like everybody, they don't see how we're all trying to fit in this box, and then you wonder why people are depressed, or why people have anxiety, or why people go through shit. You feel me? And it's easy to judge and be like, oh, they're crazy, or they're going through that. And it's like, bro, how could you not be? You feel me? Like, how could you not be in the world we live in right now? Like, where everybody's trying to fit in the same box, everybody's trying to do the same thing. Nobody cares what's going on really in this world. They rather be distracted by, you know, whatever it is. And I get it. Not everybody has the mental capacity to deal with certain things, but it's just like, damn, bro, like, I can't do it anymore, bro. Like, I just can't get up and go to work. Like, I just can't get up, go to the grocery store. Just can't get up and try to look forward to the weekend, or try to look forward to days off, or be stuck. You get what I'm saying? Like, afraid to step into who I truly am. And I'm not gonna say I am, because I usually do. I'm very radical. I usually do whatever it is I feel, and I figure it out. But it's not even just, like I said, it's not even just the 9 to 5, bro. It's just like, damn, this shit is crazy. Like, they really got us in a box, bro. And I remember when I posted my first video on TikTok. No, not on TikTok, my fault. That video that went viral. And it was an overwhelming, um, I would say, like, people, there were more people that felt the same than didn't. But when I saw people that didn't, and there was a definitely quite a few people that was like, shut up and go to work, and this is what you gotta do. Like, I hate people like this. And I was just like, damn, do you know how they groom us? Like, isn't it so crazy to you that we didn't talk like that to each other as kids? Like, when we came into this world, we didn't talk to each other like that. You feel me? And it's so easy for me to go back and forth and be like, yo, why would you, like, you don't understand, you get what I'm saying? Like, we don't even get that. Like, that wasn't a normal thing when we was younger, bro. I think about some of the, like, you might have said, oh, you're stupid, you know, if you got angry, you feel me? We didn't really, most of us as kids probably didn't really understand how to deal with our feelings and stuff like that. But I mean, like, how we talk to each other now and how we deal with each other is just insane to me, bro, because that's the normal now. You feel me? For anybody to pick up their phone or whatever and just be like, yo, this say something crazy about a person that they don't even know, that they don't even know their experiences. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna say I haven't been guilty of that. I've definitely been doing a lot of reflection on that, especially the space I've been in as of lately. But it's just like, damn, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, to just do something like that, like, it's just, I just encourage us to step out of that box. You feel me? Step into self-discovery, because I feel like that's where all the answers lie. The more you discover yourself, the more you are in tune with not only yourself but the people around you. You get what I'm saying? Even simple things like getting in tune with nature. You know what they told us not to do, or they try to keep us away from. You think about it. Everybody grew up in the city. When I was in New York, all I wanted to do was live in the city. I didn't want to live nowhere else. I didn't want to be nowhere else. It was just like New York was where it was at. You know what I'm saying? And for the longest, I thought that's all it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely knew I needed to get out. But I thought, like, yeah, I need to live in the city. I can never live. And then I moved out of the city. And I was like, to LA, and I was just like, nah, this is still not my vibe. It's nice, but it's still not my vibe. And then I moved to Atlanta, and I was just like, yeah, like I need to be away from that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's different, but I don't think that we should be in a city or anything like that. Even stuff like that's not normal. It keeps you in that rat race, and you don't realize it until you leave. Like I'm living proof of New York. Like you feel me? Anybody from New York could tell you, bro. Like everything is so fast paced. You gotta move at this. You feel me? This, and that. You getting your food. You going to work. Vice versa. You looking forward to the weekend, what you could do with your friends. Drink here, drink there, and it's like even if you're think about even if you're doing corporate job, you're looking forward to the weekends or Margarita Tuesdays, whatever y'all got going on. You feel me? But it's just like, and then you go to your family. You feel me? And then you might get married, and it's just like everybody's trying to live the same life. And it's like we are not meant to live the same life. You feel me? Like we are supposed to be here to discover ourselves. And you can't do that if you get caught up in another person's vision, whether that's your family, the government, the elites, whatever person or thing beyond you want to use to describe your experience. You get what I'm saying? Like it has to be you. And the only way you can know that is truly going within. You feel me? You just gotta trust yourself. You get what I'm saying? Like, I really don't think I'm gonna go to work tomorrow, bro. I might never go back to that shit. Not that it's just about that, but it's just like, yo, I'm done, bro. Like, I'm so tapped out. You get what I'm saying? Like, I wanna do things on my terms, bro. Regardless of what people might say the consequences are. You get what I'm saying? Like, people talk a lot of, you feel me? Like, it's just crazy to me, bro. It's just crazy to me. Like, if you really think about it on like this, in this smaller landscape, you feel me? Of like what your life looks like, who you look like. You feel me? Not physically, like what makes up you? You get what I'm saying? And how do you describe that? Is it certain characteristics? Is it materialistic things? You feel me? I don't think enough of us do this deep work. And I was watching some show. It wasn't too different from anything else, but I mainly learned that damn, like when you become a parent, like a lot of that stuff goes out the window. So really think about this, bro. Let me put it in perspective for y'all. We grow up, right? We're told not to do certain things. You're a kid, you're exploring, you love who you love, you chilling with who you chill. Your parents might start telling you, or people, whoever, stop being around that person. Stop doing that. Stop jumping on that table. Stop making so much noise. You feel me? It's basically putting you in this box. You feel me? Suppressing who you innately are. You get what I'm saying? To fit into what society's standards are. Then you go to school, same thing is happening. Hey, you stop being loud, pay attention, learn this history. I ain't gonna get into how bullshit history is. I'm sure most of y'all know that follow me already, but you learning all this bullshit. You feel me? You being conditioned into this system so you can participate in it. You get what I'm saying? And then after that, you might go to college, whatever the case may be. Even if you don't, you get a job. So you're constantly, this whole time you're alive, you're being told what to do, bro. Like at every point. And I used to think like, damn, why was I so rebellious? And if you talk to me to this day, especially when I was younger, I always preach I don't like being told what to do. Always. And I'm just like, I wonder why like that is, because bro, that's literally your life, your whole life. From your parents to when you go to school, bro. And then you're told you gotta get married and you gotta have kids. So let's say you did do it the right way, you know, which would be most by society standards, going to school, graduating college, getting married and stuff like that. You had, if anything, you had a brief moment of self-discovery because you feel so pressured to find a mate. You feel me? Whatever word you want to use, find a partner. You get what I'm saying? Or be invested in somebody, or you need to have this, you need to be with somebody by this age so you can have kids. You feel me? Like you pressured about all these different things. You know, everybody's experience is different, but a lot of the a lot of those core things are the same, and you just get caught up in losing who you are, and most people never even really figure out who they are. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm 27, I'm about to be 28, bro, and I could say in my early 20s is when I really started to, try, go on this journey of figuring out who I am and what that looks like, and realizing that changes every day, and realizing that this idea of self changes every day, and it's supposed to. You get what I'm saying? And not giving a fuck if you don't fit into some shit. You feel me? I never did, but at the same time, I've had moments of wanting to be accepted, and I've been learning that since transitioning into the new year. You get what I'm saying? Like, I know me, and I'm a person that is very vocal when I speak out. So when I don't, that hurts. You get what I'm saying? When I'm trying to do for everybody else, that hurts. You get what I'm saying? Like, it puts this immense pressure on me that I have, because I have this thing where I want to help everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to impact the world in a positive way. And I know that I even saying that you can't help everybody, even hearing that term, I don't agree with it. I hate it, but you can't be where I'm at now and the knowledge I have currently. I can't be everywhere. I can't split myself between everybody. I can't be going above and beyond to help everybody at the sacrifice of myself. Like, it is okay to say no. You know what I'm saying? And I've always been okay with that. But I've learned recently that I've been biting my tongue. And I was like, and then that's putting me in these places of me feeling uncomfortable and all this other shit, because I'm not authentically being who I am. Because I'm thinking about, oh, this might hurt this person. Oh, would they still want to be around me? And it's just like, bro, that's not you. You feel me? So don't slip into that. You get what I'm saying? And I think a part of that comes from, like, this isolation, and also knowing that these conversations I literally, there's like a few people I can have it with, but even then, like, there's not really nobody in my life I'd say I could really sit. I don't want to say nobody. Either way, bro, there's like, me, when I'm talking to myself is the best form of therapy. So I think sometimes when I get caught up in these long periods of isolation, and I just want to be to myself, I think I have moments where I break. You get what I'm saying? As much as I'd like to admit, nah, I think there's moments where I break, and I do things that I wouldn't normally do just for the company. You feel me? Or to feel accepted, or whatever the case may be. You feel me? That's still something I have to unpack, but I have to be true with myself, because I'm not going to be 100% all the time. You feel me? As vocal as I am as a person, and as much as I tell people, you feel me, I'm a big believer in speaking my truth. There are moments where I don't, and I feel those moments so much more. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like when you're going against yourself. You get what I'm saying? Think of, like, you playing a video game, right? And it's telling you to do it this way, but you know you could do it that way, but that way is way harder. But you're so set on that way. You feel me? Like, it's just like, you know what? Then I'm gonna go that way. To the point where you're willing to go through that struggle, even though there's an easier path, just to prove to yourself you can do it. You get what I'm saying? I do that a lot. And that's just one of the examples of many. And sometimes I might know, like, this situation is not right for me, but I might go against my better intuition because of I'm playing into those societal norms, whatever it might be in that moment. You get what I'm saying? And it's just like, I'm tapped out, bro. Like, I am tapped out. Like, let's say I do it in every 1 out of 10 times. That one time, it hit hard, bro, because it's like, and it brings everything into perspective, because it's just like, damn, bro, this is not what life is supposed to be like, bro. You feel me? Like, when I think about us like just living on the land. Like I've seen, and that's the thing, bro. You see people, they say people are saying so much things, and it's just like, bro, if only if you knew a lot of the things, and I don't even know a fraction of all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm still learning our actual, as close to our actual history as possible right now. You know what I'm saying? Also going within, meditating on those ideas, but even in that little bit, like if you even knew a little bit, like, or you was willing to know, like you wouldn't look at it like the same. You wouldn't be like, well, you should just go to work, or we just gotta go to school. Like when people just be like, we just got to, I just got. Why do you have to? That's my whole thing. Why do you feel you have to? Because you feel like that's the only. I feel like I know the answer why, but I feel like everybody's answer would be different. But I feel like for the main part, I can see why people would feel like that, because this is the life you were given, in a sense. You feel me? Like everything's been planned out since your parents signed that birth certificate, and that's what and I feel like that's why people aren't as frustrated. I'm not gonna say everybody, because there's definitely people like me that are frustrated and are putting in the work. I'm talking about as far as the masses, because we're still outnumbered. You feel me? And I feel like it's a lot of the things to do with like comfort. You know, a lot of people can't handle that information. Imagine you learn, like even I'm finding out still every day. I find out something new that I've been lied to about. You feel me? To keep me docile in this system every day, and I can see how that could break a lot of people. You get what I'm saying? If you're not ready for that, or you want to be ignorant to that. And I think what I would just say to you is like, just question why you have those thoughts. Because when you were younger, you didn't have those thoughts. You lived with no limits. You get what I'm saying? You lived with no limits, and you had no fear. You get what I'm saying? You loved who you loved. There was no hate in your heart. Like you really have to understand that was taught. Like every day I get more empathetic and get a deeper understanding of people and what they go through. So every day I feel like I'm not a judgmental person, but I feel like we all have those seeds that have been planted in us through whether it be our parents, media, our own beliefs. You get what I'm saying? And every day I feel like that goes away less and less as I really truly understand how deep this shit goes. It's just like, damn, I can't even judge you. You feel me? Like some people, this shit could get crazy, bro. Like this shit could be really overwhelming. You feel me? And some people seek vices or whatever the case may be. I know I have, in different ways. Like mine's has been like video games probably was the biggest. Like I would just that and TV. I would just sink myself into like leaving this world. You get what I'm saying? And experience something new. And I know people can divulge into drugs, alcohol. It's a whole bunch of different shit you can figure out. There's unfortunately they made it so there's something for everybody. You feel me? So I think the biggest thing is just unpacking. We all need to really do a deep ass unpack, bro. Like what is it? What made you think that this is the end all be all? Because you didn't used to. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep saying like what was it that put you in that frame of mindset? What is it that makes you pick up your phone and wanna demean somebody else? What is it that makes you wanna call somebody out their name that you, even if you know it's no excuse, but call someone out their name, whether you know them or not? Like what is it that keeps, you get what I'm saying? Like, and I know it gets even deeper than that. There's different energies, and it goes into a whole other shit as well. But what can you do to overcome those emotions, those feelings, those demons, those spirits, like whatever you want to say, bro. Well, how can you overcome that? And I think we hear the answer all the time, and like, for lack of better words, I think it's just unconditional love. Like, really understanding we was all manipulated. I think it starts there. We all are, and we still, and we were. You feel me? In every lifetime, in every situation, our grandparents, parents. As long as this history goes back, we have been manipulated. And I think once you understand that, then you can get even deeper. You feel me? And then we gotta release attachments, bro. Like, whatever it is you are attached to, you gotta release it, bro. I promise you, it's so therapeutic. You need to take a break from everything. Fasting, man, that was one of the things. Like, I've taken a break from a lot of shit and realized, like, yo, now I feel like I had this attachment with eating, and now I don't. Like, and I only fasted I fasted 5 days, and that attachment I had to eating is gone, bro. Like, it be sometimes I'll be looking, I'm like, I don't even want this. You know what I'm saying? Or I'll crave something that's actually gonna nourish my body, because I know what fuels me. You feel me? Whether it be fruit and shit like that, I know what fuels me. So if it's not that, it's just like, or like if I have snacks around, it's just like, I don't even really want that shit no more. But that was because I was able to release any attachment I have to it. So now when I do eat certain shit, or even when I eat in general, it feels like more of a experience, if that makes sense. You feel me? Like, I'm not just eating just to eat, or I'm not just eating because I see it there. Because I feel like we all do that. You ever been next to your friend and they pick up their bottle and they drink something, and you and then you grab yours and you drink some? You feel me? Or like, it's something in your room, like whether it be chips or juice, and just because you see it, you get what I'm saying? That's not accidental. And I feel like the more we realize that, but it comes with releasing attachments. And then the more you realize that through releasing attachments, you'll start to be like, damn. But then it's a yin and yang, bro. Like, you gotta mentally be there too, because you gotta understand that there's gonna be a lot of people that don't see it like you do. You feel me? Like, whether it be your family, people that you used to be really close with, people they're still doing a lot of those things. And it's not to downplay them. Everybody's on a different journey. But like, when you don't have these attachments that people in your life still have an attachment to, and you show that, a lot of the times they can be defensive. You get what I'm saying? In different forms, whether it be joking on you, or just straight up defensive, like getting angry, or like feeling like, oh, saying you think you better, like manipulating. Like, it can show up in a whole bunch of different forms. But the point is, like, I think that's something everybody should do. And if everybody can come to that point where they're able to do that, then we will be fine. But it's just, like I said, bro, like, I just be thinking, I'm like, yo, because it's like, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Like, if I really wanted to just play in the system, I'll be good, bro. Like, I've always known what I'm good at. I know how to monetize off my gifts and stuff like that. But it's just like, damn, bro, I don't even want to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just ready to stop. Like, I feel like my passion is helping people, and I'm at a point now where I'm just like, damn, I don't even want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, not in a general sense, like because you have to understand, I have, just like anybody, I'm putting this pressure on me because the level I want to impact this world is huge, and it hasn't, and it's been tried, but it hasn't happened really. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking about freeing us from this world, like taking this land back. Who's really talking about that, bro? I'm not saying I'm one of one. I'm not saying that. There's definitely people that I follow that are definitely deeper in this, but I'm saying, like, there's not much people that share that common goal. You get what I'm saying? That's something really, like, some shit. So there's like a pressure of like, yo, you gotta post this or you gotta do this, because it's like you still gotta play this game in a sense. You feel me? To like because like I always say, I am not the end all be all. I am not the Messiah. There's a lot of shit I don't know, and there's gonna be a lot of shit I don't know going forward 10, 20 years, bro. No matter how much research or education I do, education I have, you feel me? Like, there's always gonna be something I don't know. There's always gonna be something I don't, you feel me? Like, I'm not perfect, I'm flawed, just like anybody else. You feel me? So, I forgot where I was going with that. My nose itching. They always be itching at night or some like weird stuff. Like, it just be itching. Like, you know when you have something like vibrating? Forget it. I don't even know if that's gonna make sense to y'all. Point is, like, I feel it too, but it's like, at some points it's like, damn, I gotta participate in this whole shit to be able to get to that goal. You feel me? Like, I don't like saying that, but for lack of better words, I have to participate on social media. You feel me? The last 2 years is the most I've ever been on social media in my entire life. Anybody could tell you about it, because I know that that's what it takes to accomplish a goal that large. You get what I'm saying? To free everyone. You feel me? Like, and it's just like, damn, even that becomes like, fuck, bro. Like, I just want to disappear. Like, I really just want to go on a beach and just wake up on the beach with my toes in the sand, in nature, every day, and just, that's it. Like, you feel me? Like, that's it. Like, just living that. And it's like, but there's always that thing tugging me, like, pulling on me, like, yo, you gotta, this is what you gotta do. You feel me? Like, you gotta do, you got to do it. I don't know why. I can't tell y'all why. Like, I don't have a reason why. I think, well, I know a lot of that stems from, like, just a lot of the stuff I went through and knowing what it's like to not have anybody, and then literally growing up in a system, in a situation where you didn't have nobody to speak to about it a lot. Like, that's the reason why I talked to myself for so long, and I think that's why I gravitated towards YouTube, because a lot of the times you're just talking to yourself. I feel like those are the people that do the best on that platform, because you are just doing what you innately would do just without a camera. You get what I'm saying? And I don't mean like the traveling and everything, like just being comfortable enough to being able to express yourself and convey that part of yourself. You get what I'm saying? Whatever that might be. You feel me? That's not something you've never been able to do. You feel me? You've always been able to do that, so you're just capturing it now. But yeah, back to my point, being able to help people, because I've been in situations where there was nobody there, and I know what it's like. And it started out as, you know, I want to help you because I know what it's like, and then it's evolved into this. You feel me? Like, I went through so many renditions. I went through like, all right, I need to be a billionaire so I could put money in the right places and put money in these programs. But the more I learn, the more I know that that's not gonna help, bro. It's not gonna happen. And I have a whole bunch of shit on why I could go into. That could be another video if y'all want, but like, point is, the only thing that I think would cure all of us is if we literally got this land back. Like, we know it was stolen. You feel me? We don't even know. All right, let's just put it into perspective. Everybody's talking about, you know, the shit that's going on with that brand. That's a fucking fragment of everything. That's like a fragment. This is like what's going on with that brand, and where people are finding out with every other brand, and, you know, certain celebrities and stuff like that. That's just a freaking piece. You feel me? Like, they aren't even like, they're not even close to the orchestrators, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like, so the fact that situation, I feel like it's a little trending moment, unfortunately, and I feel like it's gonna, hopefully it doesn't stay as that. But my point is, there's so much stuff we don't know. Like, when is it gonna be enough is enough, and we're gonna uprise? Like, I feel like the fact that we know they took all of this from us in itself should be enough. Okay, I'll play devil's advocate. It's not enough. But then you find out about this, and then people are starting to realize how big sex trafficking is, even though it's always been this crazy thing. And it's like, okay, now that's not enough for people. And then it's like, okay, what else is gonna be enough? Then you find out this happened. You feel me? That we have like almost, I think last time I saw it was like maybe 270 school shootings. Other countries, I think the next country up is like 2 or 1. Not that it's a measurement, but it's just that, do y'all not realize there's a pattern in all of this? And then you watching the news, and then they're showing you certain things, and then if you don't know by now, it's scripted, and then you've realizing that Hollywood is scripted. You feel me? Like when you start realizing all of this shit, it's just like, when are we gonna just be like, all right, enough is enough? It's just like, think of like somebody punch you in your lip, and then you feel me? They give it a couple minutes, and then they punch you in your lip again. You feel me? And then they give it a couple minutes, and then maybe they stab you in your arm. You feel me? And then it's so on and so on. You feel me? They beat you with a belt. They burn your hand. Like, they just keep taking pieces of you, and you're allowing them to. I don't understand. Like, I think people think slavery is done. We are literally living in slavery still. We just are allowed to have nicer things. Like, literally, bro. Like, we are in slavery with nicer things, bro. It's that simple. Like, instead of this time me not maybe having a house, I am allowed to have shelter now. But then y'all don't ask these questions like, why? Okay, I have this now, I have that now. Why do you think that is? Because they couldn't. If they had it their way, and I mean the people who are keeping us oppressed, if they had it their way, we would still be doing all the shit that was supposedly going on back then, bro. You get what I'm saying? We would still be in that same boat. They still be doing a lot of the same things if they could. You know what they realized? They couldn't. Because at some point, people got upset and they revolted. It's like none of that energy is there no more. And I know why. It's because of everything we have that we hold of value, these attachments. You feel me? Whether it be your nice TV, your video games, you know, the movie theater, whatever your vice is, you feel me? And don't get me wrong, I enjoy things in this experience too, in this I ain't gonna say this human experience. Because I believe that I am a God. I don't know why I said it like that I am a God. Watching too many movies in God of War, but that, you know, us black people, Latino people, Native Americans, we're all the same people, but I ain't gonna get into that. But the point is, in this experience, I do enjoy things, and I think it's fine to enjoy things, but this is not the best that life has to offer. And I get that because they literally hide everything, you feel me, from us. So we wouldn't know that we had anything better before. So there would be no reason to revolt. You get what I'm saying? And then every time they show us people or parties or groups that have revolted, they make sure to show you in very inspiring, like, yeah, they did this, but then look, you feel me? We took care of them, and the same thing's gonna happen to you if you try it. You get what I'm saying? It's always that undertone of like, yeah, you feel me? Yeah, we did this. We gonna give you that movie, but you know what happened though. You know what I'm saying? You know what happened. Try me if you want. And everybody's like, oh, you feel me? Like, they talk to, I be seeing people in the comments like on my TikTok, and they just be like, yeah, like, why would we wait till you figure out you gotta hunt, or wait till you figure out you gotta do this? And it's just like, would you rather be free, or would you rather like live in a system that you have to pay to live? Like, you're paying to live. You get what I'm saying? Whether you're doing what you love or you're working at a job you hate, you are paying to live. And the day you stop providing that value, that currency, that money exchange, that energy currency, because that's what it is, you are deemed useless in this whole thing. And I want y'all to really put that in perspective, because think about how they condition us to look at homeless people. How people look down on them. I've been guilty of it. I'm not even gonna lie to you and say I've been perfect. I've never been like, oh, this fucking. But I've been like, bro, you get what I'm saying? Like, you're doing too much. I've done things like that. I've said things like that. And why? What is the reason? Because they're not contributing to this slave ship how I am? Because they don't smell how society says they're supposed to smell. You feel me? Like, they don't smell good. They are doing heroin, they're doing crack, or they just, you feel me? They went to war for this country and learned the hard way that this country don't give a fuck about them. You get what I'm saying? Like, so who am I to place judgment on this person for their experience, or because they fit this profile, or get, you feel me? Like, if you get what I'm saying, like, best way I can say is, like, think about Hollywood. If y'all don't figure, the reason why I don't watch movies or TV shows anymore, like, I really watch them for the subliminal messages they be telling us, and certain ones like Avatar, you know, certain ones where they tell you certain shit. Like, it's hard to explain, but it's all the same thing. Like, my roommate, she was watching. I ended up getting caught up watching that shit with her too, but she was watching like something on Netflix, right? But as I'm watching the show, I'm just realize, not, I didn't realize in that moment, but you just see like it's all really the same, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like, if you don't know that by now, like, typecasting, that's what I was trying to get to. Like, just you just see it's just so much in your face. Like, they're hiring these people that look like these other people that fit a certain profile. Like, they're literally putting these narratives and um, prejudices subliminally in us every day, bro, by the stuff they see. You feel me? Like, oh, this, because I'll give you an example. Like, the blonde cheerleader. You get what I'm saying? Like, stuff like that. You know, the attractive blonde cheerleader. Like, she's the one that's popular, whatever. That's just a simple one. But it's the fact that they are subliminally telling you these things. And so when you go out and you live your life in this reality and you experience stuff like that, you start typecasting people. You start having these prejudices against people. You feel me? Like, and you don't even realize where you were getting it from. And it's from all these movies, these TV shows, what your mom said, what your mom didn't say, you feel me? What your friends might have said, what the people around you might have said, something you might have overheard from like a neighbor, whatever the case may be. And you take that on as truth. And you're not even realizing you're taking it on as truth. And the only way you can is if you genuinely hold yourself accountable to your actions. Because it'll come out. You know what I'm saying? I'm a big believer. I always tell people, people will show you who they are. You just gotta listen. You just gotta listen. I'm an observer at heart. I'd be the last to speak. You feel me? A lot of the times you won't hear me speak. That's why when people hear me speak and they hear me talk like this, they're shocked. Because they're like, damn. You feel me? Just like, he's so quiet, he barely speaks. It's like, yeah, because I feel like you should speak with purpose, with the message. You get what I'm saying? Like, it shouldn't just be you. Everything's an energy. You feel me? Everything's energy. So you shouldn't be expending that in the wrong way. And that comes with everything. You hear people say, oh, don't give them your energy. You giving someone your energy looks different in a lot of different ways. It can just be you having a simple, what people say, a simple conversation. It can be you giving them your attention to what they're venting to you about, what they're talking to you about. You feel me? That energy exchange looks different in a lot of ways. Maybe you lent them money. You feel me? That looks different in a lot of ways. And you gotta, once you really understand that deeply, you're never going to expend it like that. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's easy for me not to, because when I was younger, I was constantly giving my all to everyone. You feel me? Expending every ounce of me to everyone. You feel me? And people that I was close with, that these are friends, family, like 10 plus years, bro. one day I forgot when, like I think earlier last year, it's been about a year, I just cut like everybody off because I didn't want to exchange any energy. Like I've been doing that my whole life. I've been giving you everything, you feel me? You feel me? And people, like, time is so valuable. You get what I'm saying? Your time, even though that shit is fake. But point is, like, your energy, I say your energy is so valuable. And how you use that matters. You get what I'm saying? It should matter to you. You feel me? Because no matter how long you are on this planet or how long you have this experience, it should be fruitful. It shouldn't just be filled with despair and sadness and you not discovering who you are. You get what I'm saying? And it's easy to get caught up in doing that for everybody else for a whole bunch of different reasons. You feel me? Wanting to be accepted, wanting to be loved, abandonment issues. You could go on. I could give you a boatload of like reasons on why. You get what I'm saying? It looks different for everybody. You know, I feel like the more we I fall off. My nose, it's really my nose. My shit like be itching at like random times. Like I forget it. Point is, bro, just make sure that, because at this point I don't even know how long I was talking to y'all, but I'm gonna post this on YouTube for a fact because this was a good talk. This turned into me just venting, and I felt like I feel better, so I know that this will help somebody feel better. But I'll end it like this. This is not the end all be all. You have so much to give. You feel me? So even if that means you have to lose people or you have to let go of people, I should say, do that without hesitation. Because anybody that is for you will understand if you communicated that, even if you didn't communicate that. You get what I'm saying? They will understand if they truly love you and they want to be a part of your life. Because that should be how relationships should be in general. Everything should be like a partnership. Like I would want to be a part of, whether I end up with somebody or not, or even just my friendships. I want to be a part of your life. I don't want to be your entire life. You get what I'm saying? I don't want to be a dictator or anything like that. I just want to be alone. Your energy is so pure, or there's a synergy between us that I just want to be a part of your life. You know what I'm saying? I just want you to flourish because that's it. And there's no strings attached. So, I know I said last thoughts, but like I could go on forever, bro. Like this is, I just be having these deep ass thoughts because it's just like life get like that. It get like that, dog. It get like that, dog. But trust your intuition, bro. This is, like I said, this is not the end all be all. We need to take this land back. That's what I feel like is. And find peace within yourself, knowing that whatever decision you make was the right decision in that moment, and have empathy and forgiveness for that version of you in that moment as well. You get what I'm saying? Don't shit on yourself, because like I told y'all, I shared y'all what I desire. I want this planet back for everybody. You feel me? I don't know necessarily. I have ideas on how that could look after, but I don't necessarily know if that's something I'll go all the way through with, in the sense of like I told you, I wake up, point is like this. I wake up some days where I feel like, damn, I just want to dip and cut off. And I might do that. Or I might see that plan all the way through. You feel me? Point is, I'm going to make peace with whatever decision I make and whatever version of me makes that decision. You get what I'm saying? Because I know that in that moment, I did what I felt was best, regardless. You know what I'm saying? So just keep that in mind for yourself. Just do what feels best in each moment and unlearn everything you have been taught, to the conditioning, to how you speak to people. You know what I'm saying? Like everything. Catch yourself in those moments. But, man, I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. I feel like I've been talking for like an hour. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Definitely share your stories with me down below if you have anything that, I know this is really fucking me up, y'all. If you feel like you have anything you want to share, or if you feel like a lot of this stuff resonated with you, make sure you comment, and just let me know your story. I love interacting with people who can go down these rabbit holes with and have these deep conversations with. So until the next one.